Happy holidays, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and welcome back to our series of Pokemon TCG live online matches, week number 66. As you can see, we're going to focus on Machamp-EX for the day, with various ideas for its attacks, and put together a pretty interesting deck. I've seen it done before, so I'm not the first one to think of this kind of idea, but it's a very effective idea, as you'll see once we talk about it. But first, let's talk about last week. Now, I had a deck up featuring Mega Beedrill EX from the Mega Beedrill EX Premium Collection. I had a like goal on that one, saying if we hit a certain number of likes, I'll give the code card out for the Genesect Mythical Pokemon Collection that I opened in that video. Give it out to a person that has left a comment with hashtag Genesect in the comment. If we hit that like goal, fortunately, fell a little bit short. So, the code card has not been sent out, but I've got a proposition. Now, first of all, I do have the Meloetta Mythical Pokemon Collection. I picked this one up for the month of December, and since the next 100 the next 100 subscriber count we hit will be the 1,000, in which I'll be giving out some bigger collections, I decided I still want to give this code out to somebody, and I feel bad I can't give it the Genesect one based on the last week's requirements of a like goal. So, my proposition is, I'm going to open this on camera in just a moment. I would like to give the code card out to somebody. I'm going to say, if this video here, Machamp-EX, can hit 15 likes, I will give out this code, as well as I will go back and give out the Genesect code as well. So if this one can hit 15 likes, then missing the like goal for the Genesect one, not that big a deal. So I'll still give out both codes, because it is, like I say, the season of giving. I want to give these codes out to people out there for supporting the channel. So, we are going to check out the Mythical Pokemon Collection of Meloetta. Let me just switch the camera around and change over to some better lighting for myself. And grab my scissors to be handy so I can see what cards I get out of the pack. Or packs, I should say. As you can see in the background, I do have the Pokemon TCG Alola Collection, as well as Pikachu EX Red and Blue Collection. My plans are, as I say, 1,000 subscribers is going to be when I start giving away some bigger things. So, the first of the bigger things is, I've had the Pikachu EX Red and Blue Collection for quite some time. If the subscriber count, or when the subscriber count on the channel hits 1,000, I'm going to unbox this on camera and hand out the code card for this to somebody leaving a comment. And if I hit when I hit 1,000, I've got the Alola Collection for Pokemon TCG. This, I'm going to actually physically mail this whole box out to somebody as celebration for hitting the landmark 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not currently subscribed, you're more than welcome to do so and get these collectibles sent out to people. And there was something else I was going to mention, but off the top of my head, I cannot recall. Maybe it'll come back to me. But anyway, let us now take a look at the Meloetta itself. First of all, code card off to the side. Wait, that's what I was going to mention. How do you win the code card? Well, if this video can hit 15 likes, as I say, I'll give out that code card and the Genesect one. But for your chance to win, not only like the video, but leave a comment down below and include hashtag Meloetta in your comment. I'm going to the running to get this code card when I do the next Pokemon TCG live online match next Wednesday, which would be, today is the 14th, it'll be the 21st. So, like the video, and let your friends know about the video. Maybe they want to come and like it as well. If we can push to 15 likes, then we'll be giving out some code cards. Anyway, let's look at the Meloetta. It's kind of hard to see with my lighting. Can we focus on the shiny, shiny mythical Pokemon? Somewhat. Anyway, 80 HP, Psychic-type Pokemon. Soprano Wave. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 10 damage times the number of heads to each of your opponent's Pokemon. That's not bad. You can actually hit everything on the bench as well. And the Entrancing Melody, 30 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Alright, so automatic confusion, no coin flip. So we'll put you back there, Meloetta. We will take a look at the Meloetta pin. If I can get the nice lighting on it here. Very fancy looking. Did anyone ever notice that thing on the side of her head looks like a headset? Like she's singing? I'm sure everyone has. But anyway, that is that. So we'll put the pin back here. And we've got 2 more Generations booster packs to open up. I think, did Blastoise give us good luck last time? I can't remember. We're going to save the Pikachu for the last. We'll open Blastoise first and see what we happen to get. And I was quite happy to donate the full art Articuno that I got from last week's, the Genesect collection that I opened up. I gave that to to a lucky winner at the Heroes Beacon Pokemon League for our last event of the season, last event of the year, and they were quite happy to get it. So these should be the uncommons. Couple of rares, and the reverse, if I did that right. Alright, so let's hope the lighting is decent enough for this. I'm probably blocking it with my hand, but let's see if we can pull this off. We have a Pikachu. We have a Magmar. I still love that art on that Magmar. He's going to just pound your face with that fire punch. I have a Meowth who is exhausted and I was going to say starving. No. What is the parched, I guess. And a fighting energy with the nice Generations stripiness in the background. We have an uncommon of Olympia. Switch your active Pokemon with a bench Pokemon. If you do, heal 30 damage from the Pokemon that moved to the bench. We have a Golbat with the Sneaky Bite and Swoop Across. Last uncommon is an Esper, which stares into your soul. But that's fine. With a Twinkle, putting the opponent's Pokemon to sleep. This, I think, is the reverse foil. Yep, Team Flare Grunt, always good to have. One rare card is going to be a Gyarados. I fought a number of these on the online matches for the past little while. Berserker Splash and Aqua Tail. Now, the other rare is going to be Jirachi with Wish. Search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. Shuffle up afterwards. And Heart Sign, 50 damage. So that is pack number 1. Let us now open up pack number 2, the Pikachu last pack of the Meloetta Mythical Pokemon Collection. Of course, as you're noticing, these generation packs don't come with a code card themselves because this code card here for the Meloetta collection unlocks the Meloetta promo card, both of these packs online, as well as, I believe, a deck box and card sleeves. So let's see what this final pack gives us. Commons, of course, starting with Doduo. We have a Caterpie with Adaptive Evolution, a Shelter, a Grass Energy with the Generations markings, Fan Club starting the uncommons. We have a Revitalizer. Put 2 grass Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. A Wobbuffet with the Bide Barricade and Psychic Assault. The reverse foil is going to be an Exhausted Meowth again. One rare is going to be Doug Trio. And the last rare is going to be, a foil Wally. That's nice. That's the Radiant Collection Wally there, too. I've only gotten a couple of these so far, so it's good to have another one. So that's what I got out of my packs. Again, for your chance to win this code card, just make sure this video hits 15 likes by next Wednesday, which is the 21st. And leave a comment down below and include hashtag Meloetta somewhere in your comment. And on that Wednesday, everyone that has left a comment, if we hit 15 likes, has a chance to win this code card. Plus, they have a chance to win that Beedrill-EX code. Sorry, not Beedrill-EX. The Genesect-EX. Not EX. That Genesect code card from last week's Mega Beedrill-EX video. In fact, what I might even say, if the Beedrill collection video hits 20 likes before next Wednesday, I'll probably do the giveaway then for the Genesect. We'll see what happens. Anyway, moving back to the computer now, let's take a look at the deck I've assembled for Machamp-EX. This is the Pokemon in question right here. As you can see, Steaming Mad. Wait, I forgot. I'm going to turn off this recording. We don't need that anymore. Alright. 180 HP, Steaming Mad does 20 damage, times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon, and this Pokemon is now confused, so it but it affects itself by getting the damage off. But Crazy Hammer, for 2 fighting and a colorless, does 80 plus. If this Pokemon is affected by a special condition, this attack does 80 more damage, then remove all special conditions from this Pokemon. So, the basic idea with this would be, you would do the Steaming Mad, do 20 damage times your damage counters, and confuse yourself. Then on the next turn, on a coin flip of heads, you can do Crazy Hammer for 160, and then remove all special conditions from Machamp, so you're not confused anymore. Of course, it's a coin flip. If you flip tails, you do 30 to yourself. But you're going to see there is a pretty interesting way to make use of the Crazy Hammer. So I've got 3 Machamp-EX in the deck. Let's scroll over here to Ariados. Poisonous Nest ability. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. Both active Pokemon except for grass types are now poisoned. So Ariados from your bench can poison Machamp-EX, which is a special condition. Then the Crazy Hammer does another 80 damage, and you cure the poison. So you're not going to take any poison damage. You're going to poison yourself that turn, but cure it immediately using the attack and just do some extra damage. So you can do this every single turn, boosting that attack. I've got 2 Ariados in the deck, 3 Spinarak to evolve from, and I decided for a little bit extra power, I tossed in some Machop, Machoke, and Machamp with the Fighting Fury ability. I've got 2 of these here in the deck. Each of your fighting Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before weakness and resistance, and the Machamp Crush does 80. During the opponent's next turn, any damage done by attacks from the defending Pokemon is reduced by 40. So with, 2 of these in the deck, 2 Machoke and 3 Machop, we can probably get these in play and add 20 more damage for each Machamp on the bench, powering up Machamp-EX even more. In fact, thinking about it, I didn't put any strong energy in the deck this week, but I don't really think we're going to need it. Scrolling down to the energy, you see that we do have 12 basic fighting energy, and that's all I'm going for, because it's going to make use of the Scorched Earth, as you'll see in just a moment, but I don't know. Should I put strong energy in? I'm going to put a couple, just to be safe. You never know when they might come in handy. We'll take out, let's go to the energy costs here, or the energy tab. We will take out 2 basic fighting. Oh, that's the evolutions one. I'm going to take out this and this basic one. Let's toss 2 strong energy. The smart thing might be to put 4 strong energy, because that's the most we can put in, but it's going to limit how many basic fighting energy I have, therefore limit my use of the Scorched Earth. So I think we'll be okay with just 2 strong. Anyway, that is a total of 12 energy cards altogether. Now, starting with the trainer cards, I have 2 energy retrievals, because we're going to be discarding a lot using the Scorched Earth. You can bring back 2 basic energy from the discard pile back to your hand. Because Machamp-EX has a decent retreat cost of 3, and Machamp itself has 2, I decided I want to do some switching around. I do have a nice escape rope in here to switch my Pokemon plus the opponent's Pokemon around. I have 2 Evo Sodas to help evolve up into either Ariados or Machoke Machamp. And Level Ball is pretty good in this deck because it can find anything but either of the 2 Machamp variants. We can get Ariados because it's at 90 HP. Sorry, it's less than 90 HP. It's got 70. And Machoke is at 90, so I can bring either of those using the Level Ball. Plus, of course, the basic Pokemon. 2 Professor's Letters to find 2 basic energy out of your deck and put them into your hand. 2 rare candies, just in case we need to make use of a quick evolution from Machop into Machamp. We can skip the Machoke stage. I got 2 Super Rods, of course, shuffle back into the deck. 3 cards, a combination of Pokemon or basic energy, or just one of each type. Not one of each type. Just all of one type, I should say. I've got a switch card as well, just like Escape Rope, but only I switch, the opponent does not. 2 Ultra Balls to help find any Pokemon you want out of the deck, and I've said it many times, I'll say it many times again. I like to play the Professor's Letter, get 2 basic energy, play the Ultra Ball and discard those energy to find myself the Pokemon I'm looking for, and then I can always energy retrieval those energy back into hand. I've got 2 Versus Seekers as well to bring back some supporters I'll be using, and starting with, you might notice, I've gone a little overboard with the full arts. Why can't I scroll? It's not letting me scroll. One sec. I think you can see all the trainers anyway. Let me just make sure I can scroll down and show you the entire deck. Huh. It ain't working. Let's just... No, I think this is all the trainer cards anyway. Yeah, there was just energy at the bottom. Okay. Anyway. You might notice I've gone a little bit overboard with the full arts this time, because I decided I'm going to actually see if I can trade some unopened packs online for some full art cards. Seems like a lot of people are willing to go for those trades. I've got a Bridget letting me find 1 basic Pokemon EX or 3 basic Pokemon non-EX and put them straight onto the bench, so speeding things up a little bit that way. I have Lysandre, of course, force the opponent's Pokemon to switch around. You choose a bench Pokemon and bring it to the active spot. I've got the Force Pokemon Center Lady, which might come in handy if we can't otherwise use the Crazy Hammer to heal. We can heal 60 and special conditions from Machamp. The only downside is that does make it that our Crazy Hammer does not do the extra damage because the special condition is now gone. But if we do need to, if we have Ariados on the bench, we can always poison ourselves again. I have the Pokemon Fan Club. I'm running both Fan Club and Bridget because Fan Club is better if you're going to use Pokemon EX and only lets you find 2 basic Pokemon, but there's no limit on if they have to be EX or non-EX. You can actually choose 2 basic EXs using Fan Club, whereas Bridget would only allow you to get 1. I have a Pokemon Ranger in case I need to sort of get rid of any effects such as, Glaceon EX's Crystal Ray, or Jolteon EX's Flash, something or other, I can't remember, but basically, those 2 Evolution EXs have a way to prevent damage from certain Pokemon. Pokemon Ranger will eliminate that, plus other effects of attacks that are lingering on the battlefield as well. Got myself a Professor Sycamore. Discard your hand and draw 7 cards. I like to use Sycamore as long as I have Super Rod in the deck, because quite often I find I've got Sycamore with a lot of good Pokemon, and Pokemon that I cannot play just yet. I don't have the proper stages in play, so I've always been hesitant to play Sycamore and lose all those Pokemon, but with Super Rod, I don't need to worry about that. I can shuffle Pokemon back in using that. And I've got Skyla, 2 of them in the deck. Search your deck for any trainer card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. I love using Skyla. It's so effective, you can find any other trainer you need at a moment's notice. And we got Wally as well. You can't use it on Pokemon EX, but I don't have any EX evolutions in this deck anyway. But I search my deck for a Pokemon that evolves from one of my Pokemon in play, and play it on that Pokemon, and you can use that on the first turn of a Pokemon being in play, or on your own first turn of the game as well. Now, that's all for the supporters. I've got 2 Scorched Earths Stadium card. Once during each player's turn, they can discard a fire or fighting energy from the hand and then draw 2 cards. Definitely good for speeding up your draw support. And I've got 4 tools in the deck. Starting with, of course, anytime you're going to use a basic Pokemon EX, Fighting Fury Belt is an excellent card to use. It is a tool you attach to a basic Pokemon. Well, technically, attached to any Pokemon. but the effect is only for a basic Pokemon. The basic Pokemon this card is attached to gets plus 40 HP, and its attacks do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So adding some damage as well as more longevity for your HP. But since we do have Steaming Mad, which confuses Machamp-EX, I'm throwing in a couple of heavy boots as well. We've got a pair of these boots in the deck. If the retreat cost of the Pokemon this card is attached to is 3 or more, which it is for Machamp-EX, that Pokemon gets plus 20 HP and can't be confused. If they're currently confused, remove that special condition. So I can make use of that if need be, and there is some instance where the Steaming Mad could do more damage than Crazy Hammer. What would that instance be? If we have 10 damage counters on Machamp-EX, we would be doing 200 with Steaming Mad as opposed to, say, 160 with Crazy Hammer. So that might be an instance I want to use the heavy boots, continuously use Steaming Mad for 200 damage, even more, because Machamp can take a lot more than just 10 damage counters. And we can be putting a lot of good damage out there with this massive Machamp-EX. So that is the deck. I've got 15 Pokemon, 33 trainers, and 12 energy cards. Let's jump into a match right now in Pokemon TCG Online and see how well Machamp-EX does this week. Alright, our first opponent has been selected, Ollie Hulton, with Water and Colorless deck. Apparently we have the advantage. I don't know if it's telling us that our grass is good against water, but we don't have grass energy, so therefore Ariados is not going to be able to do anything in the fight. Oh, sorry, Ollie Hutton. Sorry for the mispronunciation. We win the coin flip. Let us set ourselves up first here. I didn't even mention the name of the deck during the deck builder, but I call it Hammermon in reference to... Look at this, we have a spinner rack. I guess that's something. But in reference to the classic cartoon from the 90s, I believe, Hammerman. If you guys don't know about that, feel free to look it up. And if you don't, I won't blame you. But I've got Ultra Ball in hand, I've got 2 Fighting Energy, and I have an Energy Retrieval as well. This is actually a nice setup. Let us Ultra Ball 2 energy away, grab myself a Machamp-EX, because why not? Where are you at? There you are. I was going to say, are you actually all prized? But no, fortunately we do have all 3 in the deck. So we have it in hand. We'll drop it down. And I can Energy Retrieval. Fortunately, Articuno on the opposing side can't do much to us for starters. All I can do is find ice. Let's put an energy to the spinner rack. We will retreat. I want Machamp-EX up there to start taking some damage, because Crazy Hammer can then reflect some damage back. But that's all we can do for that first turn. It's going to take us at least 2 more turns to get Machamp-EX set up with some energy to do any damage. Of course, we'll need damage on ourselves. But actually, this isn't bad. I can Evo Soda into Ariados and poison both Pokemon. I'll be slowly getting some damage on Machamp-EX by doing so. So we do see the Delta Plus Ancient Trait Articuno. Why is that so popular lately? Does anyone out there really know? Because almost, like, say, at least half the decks I've been fighting are using it. I mean, I don't think it's terribly overpowered. You gain an extra prize, but other than that, there's not much to it. Anyway, they might surprise me with something kind of crazy, unexpected. So find ice, find 3 water energy from their deck, and I now start my turn. Well, we don't have any other energy yet, but we can thin the deck and get Ariados in play and start afflicting people with poison. So let's go ahead and do that. And that's all we can actually play from hand anyhow. So, poison on both sides. Machamp is slowly going to start whittling away. Thing about the Articuno, though, it does have a 1 retreat cost, so at any point they could send it back to the bench. I can probably power up the Articuno on their bench, trying to go for the Tri-Edge knockout. And if they do knock out Machamp-EX, they gain 3 prizes off of that, which is half of what they need. Ah, Fighting Fury Belt, I see. Adding even more damage to Articuno. I suppose this is a nice deck to fight in this time of the season, winter time, and I gave that full art Articuno out at the Heroes Beacon League. Why didn't you find more ice? See, the smart thing would have been to help thin his deck even quicker. When he takes out some when he takes out some basic water energy, there's a greater chance of finding a Pokemon off the top of the deck, or a trainer card or something. So, piece of advice out there for everybody. Anything you can do to thin your deck without risking decking out, good thing to do. So we can now do 60 if we get 1 more energy on Machamp-EX. We see another Delta Plus Articuno. Interesting. And those things do have resistance to fighting. However, I can still one-hit KO it using the Crazy Hammer. Oh, and a Regice. Well, that's what the Pokemon Ranger is here for. Regice has an attack called Freezing Blizzard, or Resistance Blizzard. During the next turn, all damage and effects of attacks onto Regice are prevented from Pokemon-EX. That's one of those effects that Pokemon Ranger can eliminate. So I'm not too worried about that thing whatsoever. Plus, I've got a Versus Seeker in hand. I can bring Ranger back if and when I need to. Now, again, like I said, they could help speed things up by getting more water energy out, but alright. And unfortunately, we still don't have an energy card. Maybe I should have put more in. This could be a good piece of advice for everybody out there as well. Sometimes I like to show off what doesn't work. That way you know how to fix things up. But what would I have taken out? Now we're going to see the retreat here, I'm sure. No. Alright, so they find ice now. They could have been doing it last time, but... Anyway, whatever. Alright, so we're at 60 damage now. Come on, show me an energy or a way to get an energy. That's a way. I can Skyla for a Professor's Letter, which I think I'm going to do. And grab myself 2 basic fighting. Plus, I've got the Scorched Earth in hand. I can play that also. So let's grab ourselves 2 of our fighting energy. Of course, we can't find the strong energy using this because it only lets you find basic energy. But that's what we need in this situation regardless. We'll drop the Scorched Earth. We will attach... Which one? Doesn't matter, of course. But I'll put the Evolutions energy to Machamp-EX. Let us discard another fighting energy, draw 2 more cards. And we got a Super Rod, Switch card, and a Versus Seeker. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to Steaming Mad. Should do 100 damage. Does confuse us. But on the next turn, I can use the Versus Seeker to find Skyla and find the Heavy Boots, thereby curing us of the confusion. So, this is the problem. If they can get a lot of lucky coin flips, they can drop my EX in 1 hit. And they got a Fury Belt on the Regice as well, so it can do 80 with Resistance Blizzard. Plus, this Articuno is going to hurt us pretty bad. With 1 head, alright, so we can handle that. We're at 150, so we are about to fall, unfortunately. What do I do in this situation? I think the the best bet, first of all, poison, of course. Just to get that extra little bit of damage. I'm going to now Scorched Earth and see if I can find Pokemon Center Lady, which is a pretty long shot, but yeah, I didn't think so. I'm going to Versus Seeker for Skyla. I could actually retreat, too. Then it'd take too long to get energy back on, so never mind that. No, wait, what am I thinking? I've got Switch. I'm going to switch Machop up there to take a hit. And now I'm going to play Skyla. Grab myself Pokemon Center Lady out of the deck. Whereabouts are you at? There you are. Excellent. We'll grab you. And we'll let the Machop take the hit. I'm going to hang on to the energy for now, because I can make use of it next turn if I need to. We're going to let the turn end there. Let's see what's next for the opposing side. If they have Lysandre, we're going to lose our Machamp-EX anyhow. They got a Timpole. Interesting. So that's going to be a knockout on the Machop. Sadly, but I guess we can let that happen. Alright, let's go ahead and send Machamp-EX up. We can heal 60, which puts us down to 110. And now we get a Machamp in hand, of course. But anyway, we got to heal up. So, I could do... We've got 90 on me. I could do 180 minus the 20. So we could do 160. Total be 180, which would be a knockout on the Articuno. So what I'm saying is I have a chance to Scorched Earth right now. I think the safest bet, though, do the Poisonous Nest, attach an energy to Machamp-EX, and show you what the Crazy Hammer can do. And let's go ahead, Crazy Hammer. Going to be 140 damage. And we cure ourselves of the poison. So we get ourselves an treasure card. What am I saying? Get ourselves a prize card. We're going to see the Regice come up, of course, go for Resistance Blizzard of 80 damage, putting us up to 160. But we are going to be able to one-shot that once I play the Pokemon Ranger. Oh, I see. They're trying to get the Articuno powered up quicker now, too. Okay. So go ahead. Resistance Blizzard. Ooh, Fisherman. Bring back up to 4 basic energy from the discard pile back into hand. Now then, the Articuno is going to get 1 energy from the experience share. They can attach 1 more to start going. Well, they can't get a 1-hit KO yet with the Tri-Edge. So, what can I play? I need the Ranger, of course. Go ahead and do the poison on both sides. Go for that Pokemon Ranger, get rid of your Resistance Blizzard effect. And we can now go for, you know what? Since we're going to lose Machamp-EX pretty soon anyhow, I want to get as much damage off as possible. Steaming Mad. 340 damage, look at that. So experience share, move a basic energy to the Articuno on the bench, and I get to claim a prize card. I would love to see a Versus Seeker right about now, bring back the Pokemon Center Lady. That doesn't do it. But I can shuffle Machamp-EX back in once I do lose him. Actually, yeah, you know what? That was a foolish move on my part. I let the poison knock myself out. Oh well, at least Articuno doesn't gain that though. So, it needs to just get one more knockout on us, which means I probably just lost the game. Not just yet, though. You can only attach one, and that is fine. They're going to put me to sleep. Even if I stay asleep, I have Rare Candy Machamp in hand. So here's what we are going to do. Let us Super Rod, shuffle back in the Machamp-EX and a couple of energy. I'm now going to play Bridget. Find 3 basic non-EXs or 1 EX. Machamp-EX returns to the battlefield. I'm going to Rare Candy into Machamp, just for added HP. And to sort of speed up my energy draw, I'm going to go ahead and Super Rod back in 3 more fighting energy. So, let us now get the poison. And let's see if we can actually pull this one off. It's looking pretty close on both sides, though. If they get enough coin flips with the Tri-Edge, they might be able to bring down Machamp. How much can this do? 40, 80, 120, 140 total, which, if they get all 3 heads, that is a knockout. Oh, no! They can heal now. Oh, well. And my draw support is gone. Actually, which isn't that good, either. So, the dive ball is played. Find a water Pokemon from the deck. Seismitoad. Let's see what this thing can even do. There we go. Seismitoad is played. You can Siphon. Attach your energy cards from discarded pile to this Pokemon. And Shaky Fall, 90. They confuse me, and I can't retreat. Ooh, we barely handled that. Like a 2 heads on that. So I definitely need some sort of way to switch around. That ain't it. So guess what, folks? The game is over. We're not going to be able to pull this one off. But at least you saw the strategy in play. Getting some extra damage off with the special condition that you inflict on yourself. And doing some massive damage with Steaming Mad, if you don't mind the confusion. If only I hadn't used Steaming Mad. I could have Crazy Hammered. Still been up there with Machamp-EX. Misplay on my part, definitely. Let that be a piece of advice to you as well. Make sure you're looking at all the effects of things before you actually make your attack. But at least it was a pretty good match regardless. Let's give Hammermon one last shot for a win against Chunjon with Fairy, Fighting, and Colorless, who has the advantage over us. Interesting. Alright, we're calling for the coin flip. We're going to land the nice, awesome, Furious Fist side of heads. Kind of surprising here on the Professor Chaz channel, but I got the coin flip. Let's take the first turn, get all of my basic Pokemon set up nice and properly. Well, we do have one, that being the Machamp-EX. Don't have a lot of options for other support cards, however, but I got a strong energy I can start powering up with. What do you got? I'm weak to Psychic, but I didn't see Psychic in your deck build, or at least the energy cost of your deck build. We have a Xerneas EX. That's going to be powered. So throw the energy onto Machamp-EX. The Breakthrough can do 60. If you want to hit me pretty hard, go ahead. I can Steaming Mad right back at you for double. Which is basically like counter in the video game, isn't it? The damage that I take on one turn, well, if it's all the damage that I've taken so far, I can reverse all that. Come on, don't do this. Where is my... Oh, I got a switch card. What am I saying? Let's evolve into Ariados. I was going to say, I could survive one breakthrough and start powering up Machamp-EX. However, the downside is if they put a Fighting Fury Belt onto Xerneas EX, I cannot survive that. So let's just switch. Get Machamp-EX back up there. I can't do any damage with the Steaming Mad yet, but I can poison both Pokemon. Start getting some damage on Machamp-EX and be able to do something with Steaming Mad. But that's it. I'm not going to do the attack. I'll confuse myself for no reason. And let the opponent take their turn. Get something on your bench to keep this fight going. There you go. We got a Ralts down there now. What I like about Ralts, I've seen some, basically, you know, fairy-type Ralts. I've seen some psychic-type Kirlia, and there's also fighting-type Gallade. So you can go through 3 different types of Pokemon through evolution using that chain of Pokemon, which is pretty crazy. I think they realize Xerneas EX is done. It's got 150 left. Yeah, we can easily take this thing down. Let's drop a Machop to the bench. We will put an energy onto Machamp-EX. Go for the powerful Crazy Hammer. 180 damage. Down it goes. 2 prizes. That's how quickly this thing can set up if the deck works for you. We've got an Evo Soda to get Machoke in play. Machamp is in hand. We are set to win this. Are they going to evolve? Do we see a Psychic-type Kirlia? Nope, Fairy-type. What does this one do? You can heal 30 or hit for 50. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to go with a nice, easy Steaming Mad. 60 damage. So, I actually should have Evo Sodaed into Machoke first. And now, oh, there's, like I said, it going into Fighting-type Gallade. If they play a supporter, it can do a lot more damage. 60 plus 70 more. You know, I should have gone for the knockout when I had the chance. But if, you know, if I lose because of this, I don't care. I wanted to have more of an even fight, so this gives the opponent at least a chance to get things going here. However, if I can play a Switch, Pokemon Center Lady, something like that, I'm going to get the knockout next turn. Total honesty, I misread the Kirlia card. I thought Steaming Mad would have gotten the knockout. In fact, wait, would it have if I... No, I had 80 HP. I was going to say, if I poisoned it and then did that, would I have gotten enough damage off? We find a Fighting Fury belt. Well, first of all, I'm going to play it right this time. We'll Evo Soda into Machoke. Next turn I can get Machamp in there. And I'm going to put an energy onto the Machoke. Should I poison? Because that's going to run the risk of me hurting myself with Crazy Hammer. I'm going to try the Crazy Hammer. I'm going to hold on to the Fighting Fury belt. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm going to put that on Machamp-EX right now. Let's flip that coin. That's the game. Alright. That was a coin flip. Unnecessary risk, but I actually did misplay. But there you see the power of the Hammermon in a pretty quick, pretty short match. So that there should give you a pretty good idea what kind of a strategy you can put together using Machamp-EX and afflicting yourself with a status condition using Ariados' Poisonous Nest, curing that condition, doing an extra 80 damage while doing so. There's a lot of good power behind Machamp-EX, especially if you can get those strong energies and Machamp with Fighting Fury in play as well. This thing can just put out so much power. And the Steaming Mad can do a lot too, as long as you have the heavy boost to prevent yourself from getting confused. But that is going to wrap up week number 66 of our Pokemon TCG live online matches. If you have any other cards you would like to see me use in the deck for next week, just leave that in a comment down below. And as a reminder, the code card for the Meloetta collection box, the Mythical Pokemon collection, is up for grabs. Just leave hashtag Meloetta somewhere in your comment. And as long as this video hits 15 likes, everyone who has left that comment with the hashtag has a chance to win that code card next Wednesday on the 21st, as well as the Genesect collection card from the previous Pokemon TCG Live Online match, the Mega Beedrill EX one, which there will be a link to at the end of the video, and you have a chance to win that as well. But feel free to keep liking that older video, the Beedrill one, because if that hits 20, I'll probably do the giveaway for that one then. We were at 17 last time I checked, so we're almost there. But also, feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you can do to improve this deck strategy for anyone else Try that again. For anyone else out there that would like to recreate this idea for themselves, anything you have to mention for streamlining the deck and making it a little bit more cohesive and, what's the term I always forget to use? Consistent. That's it. I consistently forget to use the term consistent. How about that? But anything you can suggest to add some consistency to the deck, feel free to leave that in a comment as well. And anyone that wants to recreate Machamp-EX for themselves could take your suggestions into heart and possibly power up even better than what I've done here. But that is a wrap. I want to say, everybody, thanks for checking out this week's Pokemon TCG live online match. If you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed the strategy, the battles themselves, and all the good stuff, feel free to leave a like down below. You can get 15. The Meloetta code card goes out to a lucky viewer commenter who leaves hashtag Meloetta in their comment, and that about wraps it up. I want to say thanks once again for checking out the video. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.